So welcome down to today's video. My name is Paul and I'm just a normal golfer, and today I've decided we're going to test out the Tour Response stripe ball from TaylorMade. Now it has a new 360 clear path alignment. Now for us amateur golfers, all we want to know is it going to make the ball go into the hole in less shots. Now for me, I have big issues with hooking the ball to the right, and I'm trying everything possible to fix that. I've watched a few YouTube reviews of this ball, but it's normally of people who they can hit a ball slightly better than I can. So we have 3 par 3s here in Egerton, and I'm going to play with this TaylorMade Tour Response stripe on all 3 and see if it helps me. One, off the tee, lining up towards the flag, and on the greens, because as you can see with the green stripe running around it, it should make lining up putts easier and hopefully get our handicaps down. Okay, so it's 103 metres to the front. The pin is only a couple of metres on, so I'm going with my pitching wedge. The ball, as you can see, is lined up and pointing straight at the flag. Straight at it, I hope. So, first impressions are it looks a lot nicer than I thought. I thought the yellow would be, greeny yellow, would be too similar to the grass, but it does stand out. Let's see how this goes, shall we? It's going. You are seeing on the screen now where the ball has landed, and I went for a pitch and I tried not to dig under the ball too much. Let's head down there. We might be starting with a little bit of a cheeky birdie. Okay, so that's the closest I've put it on this hole in a long time. Absolutely shocked. Now, it wasn't the greatest ever connection. The ball sounded a lot harder than I'd seen on the reviews. They said how soft it is. But at the same time, I wouldn't say I was exactly a professional in terms of being able to spot the difference. And that's one of the things I wanted to check out for myself, is when you speak to people and they tell you about it, is it just the fact that they are so good at golf that the ball doesn't make that much of a difference for them? Just try and get it lined up exactly at the hole. There's no bend in this at all. We're so bloody close that all we've got to do is hit it nicely, and we should be getting a birdie. Now again, over the ball, the greeny yellow, I think I called it yellow earlier, it does look a lot lighter, and it was easy to see from up on the tee as well. I actually worried you wouldn't be able to see this ball too well. Come on. A solid strike. Middle of the cup. Middle of the cup. We've got ourselves a birdie on the first par 3. It did feel a little bit softer there. I mean, at this point we're doing that kind of thing, but let's be honest, how many of us amateurs don't actually know what we're looking for in these soft and hard balls? But let's get over to the next par 3 and let's see how it does again. We have 135 to the pin. It's 140 to the back of the green. I'm going 7-iron. I've lined the ball up again. Again, I've said it before, I really was unsure about this because of having a massive green stripe through the ball, especially with my eyesight, but it's actually quite nice. Let's see, I've lined it up to the pin again. And I've topped it. And I've topped it. But it is running. It is running. Okay, this is going to give us an opportunity to see how the ball plays when like the green stripe's not straight, because it's not on the green, so I can't touch the ball. So let's head down and see how it feels playing a shot when you're looking at different colours on the ball. Okay, so I've got my chipper. See, this is the thing. The stripe's going across this way. When you're over the ball, it doesn't look too bad, but it looks weird, if that makes sense. Let's just see what we can do, see if we can get up and down. After a birdie on the first, see how it feels off the chipper, shall we? It looks strange when it's running, because you're seeing colours over coming around, lapping. It's not too bad though. Well, I guess these are the putts a lot of us amateurs end up missing, and that's why we're looking to buy the ball like this, to help us get our line and not end up so far wrong. So I'm going to take my time, I'm going to get this lined up properly and see if this ball aids in this putt going in the hole. Because straight away I've lined this up, and when I'm now lining myself up to the hole, it looks like I've lined it up wrong, but it's not. So that shows normally my eye line for this is wrong. So let's see if using the ball, I don't need to look at the hole again, just use the ball, follow through and make it a good putt. When it was spinning around, you can see if you don't hit it correctly because it wobbles a bit, and it was wobbling just a little bit. So it's a bogey, but after the first hole getting a birdie, and then that tee shot, we'll take the bogey, even par over the 2 holes. Let's get on to the last par 3, which is a monster. Okay, so the last par 3 means the driver comes out. This is 187 to the back. The pin's only a few in front, so it's about 183 to the pin. And yeah, my driver goes about that, roughly. My driver goes between 10 and 210. Yeah, depending on if we top it like on the last hole, and if I slice it 50 metres to the left. Another video coming about the Wilson Triad ball to see if that helps the slice at all. I'm curious if this will help the slice, because it's helping me know which direction I'm hitting the driver in. I mean, you think I would know which direction I'm hitting it in, but you know what I mean. So let's see, there's a bunker front right, so you do need to carry, I think, 155, 160. But that's not normally a problem for me because I'm too busy slicing it way left. So let's see, come on. Okay, it is going off to the left. So it bounce down. Okay, so we are down off to the left. As you can see, it wasn't a bad one. It feels strange off the clubs, off the putter. It feels soft, but it feels hard. I don't like how it feels off my 7-iron on the last one. Well, I mean, I topped that, so. And off my driver here. Let me know if you'd like to see me play 9 holes with this ball to see see how it feels off the fairways with my irons and stuff. So I do think I want to try that. Okay, so once again, I'm getting to use the ball where it's the yellow greeny stripe is crossed over. And again, I'm going with my chipper because it's my club of choice on the greens. I do have a video coming. I've had this club for about a year now. It's an absolute lifesaver when it comes to, instead of using like your 60 degree, your 56 for chipping, using just the chipper, a lot more of a consistent contact. We are set up nicely. Don't have too much green to play with, so we are going to try to get a couple of bounces before the green. We're going over this red and white chain. I was going to remove it, but if anything, it's going to motivate me to get this up in the air a bit more. Come on. Run on, run on. Not the best. Not the best one, which you'll obviously be seeing, but we have a par putt. Okay, a little bit of wind. Hopefully it's not interfering too much with the microphone. This is a par opportunity. Obviously, at my level of golfer, not too many of these go in. So again, if this ball is helping me get it much closer, then it's only a good thing. So we do just have to mess around a little bit. I was going to say another more of a northern term for that, but we'll probably leave that kind of language out. Let's see if we can. This is the only thing I would say, when you're moving around like this, constantly moving the ball, you're taking a lot of time, and if you're not playing on your own, your playing partners are going to get a bit annoyed when you line up your tee shots and your putts like this. Right, this is a par putt. I'd be happy within the dustbin lid. Oh! It lipped. It lipped. So it did help me, because again, I adjusted my body after looking at the line of this ball. So again, I was going to put on a different line, but after looking at the ball, I adjusted myself. Right, come on, let's roll this in. And this is again one of these putts where you're 1.5 meters away, and at our level, these are the putts which we miss. These are the putts which cost us a shot. These are the putts which we keep telling ourselves on the practice greens we're going to keep improving. Then we come and hit 1,000 drives instead. Follow the line of the ball. Trust the ball. Middle of the cup again. Middle of the cup again. So how would I review this TaylorMade Tour Response, the Response stripe? In terms of putting, I'll start with, it's helped. It's helped. The par putt on the second hole just missed. This one lipped out. Them kind of putts normally I'm putting a few inches either side. Both times I had to adjust my body after looking at how the ball was lined up. And normally I line up like the little small lines you have on the balls. But this time, using this whole stripe did make it a lot easier for me. Now the issue I have is the price. The price, it's at the higher end in terms of us amateur golfers. We lose balls. I'll go 1 or 2 rounds where I don't lose a ball. But the problem is, I'm then telling people about that. I'm telling people how proud I was that I didn't lose a ball. Because normally we'll lose 2 or 3 over 18 holes. Especially on tight courses like this where you have water either sides, long rough. It's easy to do. It's easy to do. So would I spend that kind of money on a pack of 12 golf balls? I don't know. And I guess that's why it's nice that it's not my job to tell you to go out and buy them. It was my job to show you how I thought they acted. But let's be honest, this is golf. Our partners don't like us spending a lot of money on stuff. But let's not lie to each other. I'm still probably going to buy more of them.